I keep meaning to do something meaningful when we get to like a neat subscriber count, and while we were recording the last video, we got to 183, so the trumpet of 183 subscribers. Trumpet was my first instrument. In Hiding for Matt Klein. Here you go, Matt. I hope I do this one justice because this one is my favorite Pearl Jam song. Don't tell anybody. And you know, if you go to Pearl Jam concerts, which I'm sure many of you have out there, you'll meet people who have been to 50 and 100 Pearl Jam concerts, or even 10 in the last month. It's like Pearl Jam Disneyland out there. It's one of the reasons why it's such a great experience. But I think I've been to like 15 or 16, and many of those were in a big chunk when I was trying so hard to see In Hiding, and I finally saw In Hiding in 07 at the Gorge. Or was it 06? Anyways, it was awesome. Everything I hoped for. So here we go, the intro. We're going to do this in a sort of way I would do it if I was just sort of strumming and playing by myself, because that's probably what you're doing right now, because it's probably 2 a.m. and this is what you're doing, watching me talk about In Hiding. Just kidding, that's a totally awesome thing to do at 2 a.m. So, but the intro, the way Stone does it, is totally worth doing anyways, even if you don't have a band behind you. And it is an F-shaped A, so we're going to make our F shape, and we're going to move it up to the 5th, 6th, and 7th fret. So we got B5, G6, and D7. And you're going to strum the 4 middle strings, so you can mute E and E with whatever methods you deem good. I use my thumb for the E string and my pointer finger, pad of my pointer finger for the E string. They're both E strings, I just confused myself. Add the pinky to the G string. That's it. Now we're going to switch to an A-shaped D chord, basically. It's going to be G7 and B8, and we're going to strum D, G, B, and that's it. Just once. And we move to G7 and B5. And add the pinky on B7. So, F-shaped A, add the pinky, open 7-8, open 7-5, open 7-7. And the last time, of course, just 7-8, 7-7. And then we're going to switch to our nice singy chords. I shut and locked the front door, no way in or out. D, I turned and walked the hallways and pulled the curtains down. By the way, if you want to do the intro down here, it's just D. A. Make it B string 3rd fret instead of B string 2nd fret. That's D suspended 4. That's D with a pinky finger on the E string 3rd fret. Open E string. Back to regular D. Anyways, we did the whole first verse, so we're into the first mid-verse section. There's lots of parts in this song. We have to start making up words. So this is, again, my little sort of solo acoustic invented way of doing it. D, add the pinky to the E string, and take it off. And then take the middle finger off. That was pluck the B string, pluck the E string, pluck the E string again with your middle finger back on. And then I go to a C9 chord, which is sort of simulated in the Stone Gossard part there, but he's playing a higher C, we're playing a C chord. And then on the E string, we're going to go 3, 2, open, 3, 2, open. And then G with a B in the bass, which is, that's Halloween. A string 2nd fret, B string 3rd fret, E string 3rd fret, strum 5. Back to D. And that's one of them, there's 2. Ooh. subpar. Next verse. I stayed where my last step left me, ignored all around. You can, if you want, try this. Soon I was seeing visions and cracks along the wall. It's not really what's happening, because if you listen to the bass part in Hiding, it just goes. While all the noodlies are going on. So the bass is going D, G, but it just sounds really cool to put a C in there. That big sort of ascending part with all the weird jazz chords. We can play a D, a D7, D, A. I swallowed my words, G. Lower the bass note of your G chord to an F sharp so you can lose your middle finger and move your pointer finger up from the A string to the E string. And then F. It was a popular thing in the Yield album was to go like in Hiding. And then there's that Coldplay song. Bones sinking like stones, right? Anyways, pre-chorus. A. I'd swallow my G. And sort of on the G, I like to go pluck the bass note and then pluck some, doesn't matter which strings, just some. It was like B, D, B, G, D in 2 strikes. End of the whole thing, you go E, Jack Irons, A, just like the intro, or oh, there's a solo. Let's see. What a guess. I'm on the B string. I just went 10, 10, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8, 10, 10, 8, 7, 8, 3. G7, G9, B7 with the 8. 7, 9, 7, 8, 7. That was pretty easy. The best thing about some of Mike's solo is you want to like go do do do. They sound like words, but they're not even that hard. Lots of them are really hard. Don't get me wrong. Mike's a great guitar player, but some of them are. Correct me out there if that's Stone. Anyways, I stay. Now I don't remember the words of the second verse. Soon I was seeing. Remember, either way, cracks along to the next pre. Again. That's like finger acrobatics. That's called G with a B in the bass because it's a G chord, but instead of a G in the bass, it's got a B in the bass. And there's no like big ascending D section that time, so G, that's it. That's everything in the whole song. And there's no E. Oh, it's an 10-minute video, the clock tells me. Yeah, I just can't stop because we're in the middle. Whoops. You also can't talk and keep time. And the transition from F to A. I'm in. And if you're singing it, you can sort of simplify that rhythm. I'm in hiding. Whew, I did it. All right. In hiding. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, if you have any requests, they all go onto a list on my trusty mobile device, and I carry them around everywhere I go, so we're always together. Okay, bye.